Hey dear children, in this class we can see the sixth lesson from past and present. Topic of the lesson is the great preachers. Here in this lesson we are going to see about two preachers. First one is Buddha. How these preachers got a very popular means there are the religion ground. In this religious policies there are several caste system. This caste system affected the freedom of the people because the royal people and the leaders, they only, the religious leaders, they only have all the powers, but the others are ill treated, and the slaves also, the people also considered as slaves also. So the religion became very complex in this period. So there are the important for the preachers. Here we can see the first one is the Gautama Buddha, and the second one is Vartamana Mahavira. Shortly we will call them Buddha. Buddha's teachings and Buddha's followers, they are called as the Buddhist monks. No, then Buddhism was very popular. Then the teachings gave rise to Buddhism and Jainism. Vartamana Mahavira, his preachers, that is in the under the Jainism, and Gautama Buddha's teachings are under Buddhism. You see, Gautama Buddha born as a Siddhartha. His birth name is Siddhartha. He born in 563 BCE, before Common Era. He born at Lumbini, and he married and he had a son. That is a short story about Buddha. Then one day he sat under a pipal tree in Gaya. That pipal tree, that is called as the tree of wisdom. There only he was enlightened. Then there under the pipal tree, Buddha meditated, and there he found the answer to the problem of life. Buddha is telling the desire is the main cause of misery. That he learned from the from under the tree when he was meditated, and then after that only this Siddhartha becomes as Buddha. Buddha means the enlightened one. Here we can see the teachings of Buddha. There are the four noble truths. The world is full of sufferings. Desires cause sufferings. Suffering can end by overcoming one's desires. To end desires, one must follow the eightfold path. Buddha tells, to end the desires and the sufferings, we need to follow the eightfold path. Then we can see the eightfold paths. What are the eightfold paths of Buddhism? Right thought, right belief, right speech, right action, right means of livelihood, right effort, right memory, right meditation. The middle path is balanced life of moderation. You see, dear children, Buddha said that person should neither live in a great luxury nor should he give everything and suffer. If a person is looking for a great luxury, there will be a suffering. That is the short form of Buddha's teachings. Then how that Buddhism was spread through the world. Totally, they lived the simple life. Actually, Buddha born as a prince. Buddha was as a prince by birth, but he becomes a monk, and he tells the life to be simplicity, and the through the simplicity, language, and rejection of the caste system, this Buddhism was spread throughout the world. Nowadays also in China we can see most of the Buddhism people. Then how this Buddhism was declined? Because the loss of royal patronage, Shankaracharya's reform movement that enabled that Hinduism and the split in Buddhism. Wherever we are getting the separations in a same place, there will be a decline, we know that. Then we can see the Jainism. Who formed that Jainism means Vartamana Mahavira. His teachings are Triratnas. His teachings are called as Triratnas. What are the Triratnas? We can see that right belief, right knowledge, right action. And this Mahavira said that the individual was born into a particular caste according to the good and bad deeds of his previous birth. Then through these teachings of Mahavira, we can understand that he is having the belief in the several births. Then he thought anyone irrespective of caste could attain liberation by performing good deeds. How this Mahavira of Jainism declined means the Jainism had a compete with both Buddhism and Hinduism. There were not many popular Jain religious preachers after Mahavira. Mahavira, the first preacher, he is the founder of Jainism, but there are so many preachers to spread that Jainism, so that Jainism was declined. There is loss of royal patronage also. Where there is the royal patronage is there only will be the strong building. Then we can see some comparative study about the similarities of Buddhism and Jainism and differences of Buddhism and Jainism. Here you see opposed animal sacrifice and elaborate rituals and ceremonies. Criticized. These are the similarities. Now we are going to see the similarities, dear children. Opposed animal sacrifice and elaborate ritual and ceremonies. Criticized the caste system and preached equality of all human beings. Believed in non-violence, moksha and nirvana. Stressed on good deeds, preached in the language spoken by the common people. Then traders, craftsmen and peasants were attracted to Buddhism and Jainism because they felt that the religion were simple to practice. Here we can see the differences. The very important difference is Jainism could never spread outside India. Buddhism, however, spread to many foreign countries. Okay. The other differences are Jainism stresses extreme penance. Buddhism is opposed to extreme penance and instead stress leading balanced life. The stress on non-violence is severe in Jainism. In Buddhism, while importance is given to non-violence, the stress is not so severe. Okay, dear children, read the lesson very well.